Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cooker on OvenBreak. Guess what? We just have another part of the investigations to go through with the Cookie Detective. Look at this! They are indeed guilty! And guess what? Apparently, oh, okay, well, there's a cutscene that we have to go through. But before I actually go on with this, I want to point out that people did confirm my theory of, well, it wasn't even a theory, it was a fact. The reason why it kind of was like, oh, it was disappointing in the first round because I voted Crowberry, but the real answer was Rogueport. That was because everyone voted for Rogueport, at least a large majority of the people playing in this event, they voted for Rogueport. And since I voted for Crowberry, I was actually the one who got it right. I was one of the small percentage of people who managed to get it right. So, the large majority of people who selected Rogueport, they got it wrong. I feel kind of bad for them, but it was kind of obvious that it was Crowberry at that point. But in this round, as you saw, Licorice Cookie was indeed guilty, and Licorice Cookie was a part of the majority. So basically, the majority of people who voted got it right, including myself, which I'm proud of all you. But since we got it right, or at least since it was confirmed that it is Licorice, we have to go through a cutscene. So let's check out what all this is about. There's no one around here to help. I'm afraid the sun is going to set soon.
Well...
Oh, excuse me, Cookie. Can you help me? I'm lost.
Are you here for shroomies too?
It's a large mushroom? A talking mushroom at that.
I'm not a shroomie.
You kinda are. And it moves? No, pardon me, you were a cookie. Say, do you know how to get out of here?
Well, I have no idea. I came here with pomegranate cookie and licorice cookie.
I see. I'm sure I'll figure it out somehow, but before that, I can't just leave without giving a young cookie a gift. What would you like, young cookie? I didn't bring anything with me, but I'll do my best to grant you a wish.
Oh, well, I love sharing shroomies. You want a shroomie?
Are you talking about the mushrooms in your hand? It looks poisonous.
It's my favorite shroomie. I want to share it with you.
Alright. After all, I'm a holiday cookie. If that's what a young cookie wishes, I shall grant it. Thank you. Here I go. Whoa.
Oh, you ate shroomie. Oh, have some more.
As long as you're happy. Oh, I feel incredibly sleepy all of a sudden.
Poison mushroom cookie. Have you wandered off for the mushrooms again? Huh? Who's this cookie sleeping on the ground? And why is his face blue? No, you didn't, did you? You fed him poisonous mushrooms, didn't you? I didn't feed him. He ate it himself. You... It's gonna take hours before he can wake up. If we leave him in like this, Pomegranate Cookie will breathe down my neck, saying I should have watched Poison Mushroom Cookie. I better hide him. This area is near the pathway that many cookies use. I think it's best to go up to the top of the mountain. Alright, I should try lifting him up first. He's too heavy. What's in his dough? Okay, I'll just try dragging him. I'll help. Ready? Push. Is it just me or does he feel heavier? Hey, Poison Mushroom Cookie, I said push, not sit on top of him. Get down in front and just get down and you stay here. Oh, I don't think I can go further, but this'll do. Let me carefully put him here. My cloak is stuck underneath him. It won't even budge. It's way past the time I was supposed to meet up with Pomegranate Cookie. Come on. Budge! Oh no. Oh, that ripped off the end of my cloak. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it now. I can't waste any more time. Poison Mushroom Cookie, let's go. I see why there was a piece of dark fabric near the trace, but Licorice Cookie only brought Eggnog Cookie halfway to the top of the mountain. After that, I see Eggnog Cookie's footprints that directly lead to the cliff. How did Eggnog Cookie fall?
Maybe something or someone woke him up. But there we go, Walnut Cookie's like, I'm a genius. Proud of you. And now we're in round 3. I don't think I have enough case notes. I'm going to be 100% honest, because it usually costs... In the first round, it costed 220. But it was like 280 around that point just to ask all the 15 ones. If we check, it's 1015, so I think that would be 280 again. So before I actually go ahead and start running off camera a lot, let me just check what the question is for this time. Who made Eggnog Cookie fall off the cliff? Okay, and we also have round 2, which I want to read this first. Found Eggnog Cookie sleeping on the ground after consuming a strange mushroom. Tried to move Eggnog Cookie to the top of the mountain, but failed due to the lack of strength and time. Instead, it left Eggnog Cookie midway to avoid being... I'm not sure if I can scroll, but I can't read the rest of that down there. Like, I'm trying to scroll up and it won't show me it. I'm assuming it's just left Eggnog Cookie midway to avoid being spotted by the public cookies? I don't know, something along those lines. But I have to run anyway. I have to run a lot just so I can answer all these questions, because there's 2 sets of questions, not 1. And I'm kind of scared if there's going to be any more ones that, like, cost more case notes, but give me, like, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe. I think with the amount of time that it's taken me to just get the case notes, and especially just, not in just this session, but every session in general so far, I could probably max out Lollipop Cookie if I wanted to. If I chose to, in all honesty. But I'm pretty sure since every question is 10 and 15, it's probably going to add up to 275 again. I hope at least. If it doesn't, then that's going to be upsetting. But, okay. Or maybe it was 280. I don't even remember. But, exhausted. Well, let's start asking some questions, because we have our suspects so far. We have this one who we know is guilty. Man, and guilty guaranteed. You better not tell Pomegranate Cookie about this. Well, you better not do anything sus and guilty again. Alright, so. Oh, by the way, it says... Oh, first vote reward. Okay, well, we'll get to that later, but first we have other cookies to talk to. So, we have to find out, how did Eggnog Cookie fall off the cliff? They were probably scared or something for all I know. Maybe it was Poison Mushroom Cookie again? Because they were still around, but then again, maybe they abandoned. Yeah. Because that was mentioned, right? They just abandoned, like, Eggnog Cookie halfway up to the mountain, then Walnut Cookie was able to find footsteps. Maybe it had something to do with Fairy Cookie, or, like, by Fairy... Oh my gosh, it happened again. I mean, Angel Cookie. Oh, that's the worst thing that's ever gonna happen to me, but... I don't know, maybe Angel... I'm gonna check out Angel Cookie first. Okay, so, have you seen anything strange?
Strange things happen in the world, but perhaps that's why it's so special.
That's kind of weird, I gotta be honest. Well, do you know, do you know trees... Oh no, areas near the cliff. Do you know areas near the cliff?
You have to fly to reach the cliff.
Well, what, isn't that a lie though? Because, you know, climbing? Didn't Licorice Cookie kind of climb up there? Or maybe it just means the tip of the cliff in general. I don't know. And by the way, hold on, let me just check something. Wow, apparently there's only like 12 hours left until the plumbing next questions get reviewed. That's a big yikesies on my heart. But okay, don't worry, we'll get to that at some point. We'll worry about that at a later point. But, okay, we'll just talk about the questions now. I was going to record this a day ago, however, I was too focused on something else, or I didn't have the time to, actually. But let's ask about Apple Cookie. Have you seen anything strange?
Cream Unicorn Cookie seems sadder than usual.
Huh. Do you know any areas near the cliff?
The cliff is too dangerous to go alone.
To go alone, okay. Well, then let's default to Cream Unicorn. Have you seen anything strange?
Cookie Land is full of surprises.
Well, do you know any areas near the cliff?
There are no cliffs in Cookie Land.
Okay, well, I guess I can understand children might get hurt. Let's ask our guilty suspects in their cohort. Let's ask Licorice Cookie. Already investigated. Well, I know we already investigated, but let's ask him questions anyway. Have you seen anything strange?
Yeah, the cookie was laying on the ground. So what? There's nothing more to that story.
Well, do you know any areas near the cliff?
Why would I go near the cliff when I was already, like...
When I was already late. Oh, late. I thought that said lose.
Why would I go anywhere near the cliff when I was already late to meeting Pomegranate Cookie?
I don't know. Just wanted to know. Alright, so, Poison Mushroom. Have you seen anything strange?
Everything looks funny when you eat a shroomy.
Well, have you seen any areas near a cliff?
Licorice Cookie didn't let me go near the cliff because it's dangerous.
Yeah, I could probably see you falling off it. Alright, let's test, how about Space Donut? Have you seen anything strange? I don't understand. Do you know any areas near the cliff? I think it's upset. Or does it not like the cliff? Maybe it's because it's near space and they can't reach? I don't know. let's ask the other goatee pleb, a Crowberry. Have you ever seen anything strange?
I'm only interested in shiny jewels.
Well, I mean, you were interested in, probably the stuff from Eggnog Cookie. So, do you know any areas near the cliff?
I've seen the cookie while I was flying, but nothing odd about it.
Okay. Well, that's not about the cliff technically, though. Alright, let's ask, how about Pizza Cookie? Have you seen anything strange? Because I'm curious.
I've heard noises coming from the forest when I was passing by it.
Okay, passing by it. I guess that's fair, because you drive through, and maybe that was when Licorice Cookie was dragging up the, Eggnog Cookie and the sack. What about, do you know any areas near the cliff?
I heard something weird near the cliff, but, like, it was hard to understand it.
Hard to understand? What if it's Space Donut? Check this out. I don't understand. Pizza Cookie? It's hard to understand it. Oh, we might have a lead. Maybe, but we still have to review 3 other cookies. Let's check out... no, let's save Robot Cookie for last. Let's check out Pilot Cookie. Have you seen anything strange? My plane crash landed, so I couldn't see much, but there must have been some commotion. Okay, your plane did crash land, understandable. Now, do you know any areas near the cliff? Isn't there a beach near the cliff? A beach? Huh. That's interesting. Well, he said isn't there, so there might not be, but there may be. I don't know. So I can ask 2 more questions. Let's ask the ones from Salt Cookie first. Have you seen anything strange? I couldn't see well from a distance, but it seemed like there were a lot of cookies in the forest. Actually, you might have something to do, because, like, you know, beach, you might be near the sea. Do you know areas near the cliff? That's near the beach, right? I sometimes stop by and rest there. Okay, so you and Pilot can confirm a beach is near the cliff. Now, the last cookie we can ask is Rowfort. Have you seen anything strange?
I think I've heard several voices near a cliff.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed it's all near the cliff at this point. So, do you know any areas near the cliff?
Young cookies shouldn't go near the cliff.
Okay, now I'm kind of conspicuous with Cream Unicorn. Because, you know, maybe that's why they were sad, getting near the cliff. But we do have a reward ready for us, which should give us now a lot more of a viable, strong clue to what's going on here. We can go ahead and receive a reward, which is 300,000 coins. That's a lot of coinage right there. Give me thank you. And now we can find out. That looks like space.
I found something on the edge of the cliff. Ooh, I almost fell off. That was close, but I found an important clue. A sweet powder. It looks like sugar or sprinkles. It's everywhere. Whoever it was, they must have been busy. I wonder what happened.
Okay, it has to be Space Donut. Because as you can see there, look, Space Donut has sugar. Or not sugar, but sprinkles on them. And that seems to be the only one who makes sense. Because I'm not sure who else would be conspicuous with sugar around. Let's think about it. Maybe Cream Unicorn, but there's no cakes near Cookie Land, and they were near Cookie Land the whole time. I mean, Apple Cookie did say that, you know, they look sadder than usual. But maybe that was because, you know, maybe they sent someone that was in danger. But Apple can contest that they were in Cookie Land with Cream Unicorn the whole time. Not allowed to go near forest. I played in Cookie Land, I think, or like, you know, have you used the forest? I've never been outside of Cookie Land. Okay. Unless if that's a lie, but it could just be a red herring. But, of course, I was already conspicuous as Space Donut, mainly just because, you know, have you seen anything strange? I don't understand. And do you know any areas near the cliff? I think it's upset. Which maybe it doesn't like being by the beach because it might get them soggy. Then again, a lot of cookies can be soggy by that point. But as you can see, I don't understand. But Pizza Cookie actually helped me here. Because with this quote saying, you know, do you hear any areas near the cliff? I heard something weird near the cliff, but it was hard to understand it. And as you can see, every single cookie here speaks fluent English, other than Space Donut Cookie. We can't understand what Space Donut Cookie speaks. And of course, if we just take a gander back at the cutscene, just take a quick gander over here, we'll skip through, you know, found something at the edge of the cliff, almost fell, that was close, a sweet powder, looks like sugar or sprinkles. And I was also kind of conspicuous that it made sense to be Space Donut because we see this space-like background too. It's everywhere. Whoever it was, they must have been busy. I wonder what happened. So, my guess is Space Donut Cookie. And they're even in the top 3 too, so it would make sense. Let me guess. Okay, of course, Rogue Fort and Poison Mushroom. I don't think it would be Poison Mushroom Cookie anymore. I think we can just, you know, swap, like, get them out of the investigation, only just because since Licorice Cookie was kind of the main suspect of what happened, then, yeah. So, I'm personally going to go with Space Donut Cookie, and that is my vote. there you go. So that's my suspect, or that's who I'm suspecting, and I now realize off camera, since it's gonna be 12 hours later until the next criminal gets I was gonna say invested, but investigated, I'm gonna have to go ahead and run a lot more times just so I can get some more case notes and find out what happens next. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to end the video here. I think it just makes sense that it would be Space Donut, but with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share this video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel? If you haven't yet, or you want to, hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. I also have merchandise if you want to check it out, but I'm not forcing you to buy anything at all. I also have a Discord down in the description if you want to check that out, because it's a fun time down there, and we're trying to expand each and every single day. And last but certainly not least, there's a link down in the description that leads to a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube set for absolutely free. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.